Hi, YouTube. We're trying this again. Monobender says it right. Do you hate Kume as much as Monobender does? Well, good. This is the episode for you. Unless you're under the age of 16, then you probably shouldn't be watching this video. Go play Fortnite, or Roblox, or Minecraft. Don't watch this video. But if you are of the age to watch this video and you want to support me and the things I do, there's a couple of links that you can go to where you can see what my most recent YouTube is, or if you like what I do and you want to financially support me so that I can continue to pay my bills and put food on the table, there's the links. Hit the buttons that help all the other YouTubers. They've said it a gazillion times, and you don't need me to say it for you. I still have to stall for another 8 seconds, so um uh um um okay, I've committed to that bit.
Elections are the cornerstone of a just and fair democracy for all. Running for office as a publicity stunt is traveling all over that. And yet, Ichiban Katsuga, an ex-Yakuza who served 18 years in prison for murder, has, for his own personal gain, decided to taint this sacred election with his candidacy. It's a sick joke.
Listen to that. Sounds like he got the jump on you.
You think?
Strange that his campaign caught wind of the plan. But they're definitely trying to ensure you won't ever get near him.
How?
The whole reason Kume would have been obligated to shake your hand was because you were going to be the brave, noble underdog. But now he's trying to paint you as a villain, so he won't need to show you any respect.
Oh, I get it. Well then, you know what? It's time to clear my name.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me, everyone. Thank you for the introduction. I'm Ichiban Kasuga.
Hey, there he is! Turn the cameras on him!
Seriously? A murderer? Running for office?
Can you believe it? It's ridiculous. You heard it. He's a murderer.
I gotta hand it to my opponent here. He's such a generous guy. He's basically advertising for me, a total unknown. Can't wait to check my campaign's followers after this. Thank you so much, Kume-san. This is exactly what I was talking about, folks. He's got nothing but sarcasm and one-liners. Why won't this ex-convict take our democracy seriously? Ex-convict? You trying to say someone who broke the law can't run? That I've lost the right? Naturally. Well, it's true. I was in prison for 18 years. But the law says anyone can run, no matter what crimes they've committed. I'm standing here because my application was accepted. If you deny my right to run, then who's really disrespecting the law here? That be you, right, Mr. Law and Order? I never said anything about the law. Oh, so you're admitting the laws aren't always so perfect. Well, in this case, it's strange, isn't it? Bleach Japan loves going around telling the rest of us to follow the law. But how do we follow laws that aren't just? Isn't that kind of a paradox? Well, laws are what you need to... Are you asking all these fine people to just accept that paradox? In this case, we must! I see. Well, that sounds like a gray zone to me. Kume-san, people don't want to break the law. They really don't. But just like the law ain't perfect, neither are humans. They both exist in gray zones. Part good, part bad. I mean, just one little mistake can send you down a slippery slope. It happened to me. I made a mistake that led me to this city. Luckily, I was rescued from that mistake, but not by the law. I was rescued by the people who live in the gray zones. And man, they didn't ask for that life. They got the raw end of a deal. They were never given a real choice. They want to be proud, hard-working members of society, as much as anyone in this crowd. They know the law is important. I do too. But we also know some things are more important. People don't exist to serve the law. The law exists to serve the people. We ought to remember the words in that order. Don't you think, Kume-san?
Kasuga knows what he's talking about. He's got my vote.
Yeah, I like it. Go Ichiban!
He's telling it like it is. Give him hell, Ichiban. We're with ya.
Where do I donate to Team Kasuga?
Screw that Kume guy. He's a elitist.
Kume-san, I think we can have a healthy debate in this campaign. Let's do this election fair and square. Why don't I come over there so we can shake on it, yeah?
Retreat! Retreat! Wait, what's the problem?
Kume-san, you were in the middle of your speech.
Wait, Kume-san!
In a strange turn, this impromptu debate has ended with Kume, the frontrunner, making a quick retreat. The former Yakuza ex-felon candidate, Ichiban Kasuga, has been generating buzz on social media.
Interesting. I didn't expect this to
Useless.
go this way.
Kume, the staff, and even you are all useless. The only reason this happened is because you neglected to take it seriously. Enlighten me, Sawashiro. Why are you acting so strange? Got something to report?
For now, we've decided to reorganize under a provisional name. The Tokyo Omi Alliance. We have sufficient manpower and resources, so I'll be assigning titles to...
I'm sorry, are you under the impression you're the chairman or something? Huh?
No.
You had power in the Arakawa family, but I can assure you, it wasn't because you were competent. Kiss enough ass, anyone can get a promotion like you did. You haven't had a spine since the days when you were following me around like a lost dog. I've taken pity on you because we had a history, but enough is enough. The new Tokyo Omi Alliance needs a chairman who understands how to wield power.
Well, that's what I am.
A bold claim. I'll give you 24 hours to prove it by killing this man.
What?
If you fail, well, I assume you know the consequences.
Yep.
What's up?
Yeah.
You're gonna
You
get
can
a warrant.
check this out.
Just gonna stand there?
Well. Hold up. Take this.
Here we go.
Capitalist Punisher.
Try this on the side.
Eat the rich.
The enemy is defeated.
Wait, I go this way. got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. You're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me.
You think you can win? I got this.
I'm not backing down.
Let's go.
Oh, it's Bleach Japan. I can't skip it. Never mind. I understand now.
Bring it on.
Cool. Come on now.
Right. Gotta help. Yep.
There he is, at it again.
Listen. Hey.
Hey.
Huh?
Well,
I'm not backing down.
Let's go. Take this.
eyes on me.
Check this out.
Right, you're in for it now.
Here we go. This
Burn it down. You can win. I got this.
Bring it on. Watch me.
You're gonna be in a world.
Let's go.
Okay, so you know what kind of irks me? Maybe this is a minor thing. It irks me that like the fact that Kasuga has a business has no sway on any of these scenes whatsoever. Like I feel like they'd just be like, "Oh, Kasuga has the president of Ichiban Holdings, which is like the #1 stock price holdings in all of Japan. Yeah, he's really come around. He knows what he's doing.
You're gonna be in a world.
He was a convict, and he turned his life around. And look at all these people he employs now.
I feel the stats going up.
Strong.
Look at how happy they are."
I'm getting stronger.
Nice.
Nice. Kume still hasn't noticed us.
I don't know how, but
무슨 일이지? 뭐라고?
Your support means everything. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yo.
It's Kasuga! The other candidate, Ichiban Kasuga's here!
Get cameras on him. There might be another debate.
Kasuga! Will you continue yesterday's debate?
No, I think Kume-san took enough damage yesterday. I actually came to make peace with him. Why would we ever make peace? Hey, it's hard to talk in front of all these cameras, you know? Want to talk in private? That'll be way better. Let's just hop into your van here. Nice ride, by the way. Okay, give him some space.
Kasuga-san,
Yeah?
Chairman Hoshino's life is in danger. The Komijul got an anonymous tip that the Seiryu clan is going to be attacked. Chairman Hoshino is the target, and Song Hui said there's something suspicious happening at the Seiryu clan.
The chairman? Why him?
I think we need to put a hold on the Kume and Aoki mission.
Yeah, we'll be back. What? Hey, are we done with Kume already? Something's going down. It's urgent.
Well, let's take a cab. Get down there all swift-like. Damn it. Oh, now is not the time, guys. Now is absolutely not the time. But hey, if that's how you wanna, you know.
You're gonna get stomped.
Captain Takabe!
Kasuga.
You're shot!
It was the Omi Alliance. About 10 of them. One had a gun. They're looking for the Patriarch. They're going to kill him.
His office is a ways up from here, right?
Yes, hurry, please.
Finally, you make your entrance.
The Omi Alliance.
Where's the chairman?
Huh. Give the boys a sec. They're still cleaning up.
What's that mean? Don't fuck with me, you assholes!
Do this! Watch me.
You're gonna get
Get
stomped.
it now! Take this! You can win!
Eyes
Check
on
this
me.
out!
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Bring it
You
on.
need to just kill.
Right.
Just gonna stand there? I got this!
You're in for it.
Try this on your side.
Oh, that's actually
You're
handy.
gonna get stomped.
Ivy.
I'm not backing down. Here we go.
Oh, weird, but okay.
This out.
Watch me. You're in.
Right. Try this on the side. Eat legs.
Too easy, I'm afraid.
Sweet!
Excellent.
Hell yeah! Look at me go!
Captain Sawashiro.
You're late, Ichi.
You killed the chairman?
You were late every damn time. Any job I sent you on, the smallest errand.
Why, though? Why would you kill the chairman?
This will be the end of the Ijin 3. He was a tired old man who served as the Gray Zone's pillar. And that pillar supported Ijincho. Without him, it'll crumble unless we intervene. The young master agrees.
Why are you two like this? Why are you so paranoid? You've already won pretty much everything, and you still had to kill the chairman in cold blood? Why would Ryo Aoki need to do this when he's already on top of the world?
What if I told you it was your fault?
What? Hey, Ichiban. Ichiban!
Forget it. You know how important it is to the young master that he wins this district, but you got in his way. A felon like you suddenly decides to make a run for the seat. He doesn't like being defied. Especially not by the likes of you.
Sounds to me like you're scared I could win.
Are you kidding? Not in a million years.
Why else would you need to kill Chairman Hoshino?
You know him. He doesn't even like to be inconvenienced. So how do you think he feels about this?
Well then why didn't you just kill me?
Oh, I would have preferred that. But your campaign has drawn so much attention. I guess you could call it a timing issue if you need a reason.
So you killed the chairman in my place?
Yes. The Ijin 3 was the machine keeping you on life support. If pulling the trigger on you would make too big of a splash, we figured pulling the plug out of the wall would be the next best thing.
Every time I think the young master couldn't sink any lower, he proves me wrong. What the fuck is his problem? What made him turn out to be such a bastard? I'm sure the both of us mean nothing to him. So why would he have to go so far just to crush garbage like me under his foot? What satisfaction do you two get from watching me break? Tell me what any of this is for! Is Arakawa-san's death your fault too, you fucking coward?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Doesn't really matter now, does it?
Sawashiro!
Oh, that's a cutscene. I thought this was going to be a fight.
Come on, Ichi. Let's settle this.
Oh man, he just had to pull out a weapon.
Ah, but is it really something to worry about? You beat him last time, didn't you?
Yeah, but it was probably just luck. Either that or he wasn't really trying. And you don't know Captain Sawashiro like I do. Holding a weapon really amps him up.
So this is gonna be a tough fight any way you slice it.
For sure. I mean, he's a captain under Arakawa the Assassin. So everyone be careful.
Got it.
Watch me. Daichi.
Thank you. Yeah.
Bring it on.
Who Time to call a friend! I summon you!
Enjoy the gracelessness of having crustaceans rained upon you.
Stop!
Suffer as I have. Know the plague with which you have wrought.
You're gonna be in a world.
Oh, he's weak to it?
Here we go.
Come on!
Check this out. Feeling lucky,
Yeah?
sir?
Yes! Out of my way!
You're gonna get stomped.
That all you got?
Just gonna stand there?
My turn.
Take this. I'm over here. I got this. Cool. Who do I call?
You're gonna be in a world of
Time to call a friend. I summon you. Need a hand from Koro Majima? It's showtime! Something about this. Eyes on me. Good to go. Thanks, Joe.
do something.
You're in it now. I got this.
Try this on for size. How will you ever forgive?
Come on. What was that?
I figured that wasn't gonna work, but it was worth a shot.
Not backing down.
Nice miss. Oh, you get 2 attacks. Okay.
This could be better.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
You're in for it now.
Let's see.
Check this out.
I wonder if this is gonna work.
Thank you.
It sure did. Amazing.
I'm not that bad. Right.
I got this.
This out.
You've got to be kidding me.
Let's try this.
Alright, so phase 2.
What the heck kind of move was that?
A way more powerful one than I thought. It's based on a Western martial art.
Since when do you know martial arts, dude?
Since always. The reason I fought with an umbrella was because I got the idea from an old martial arts book.
And is the captain using the same fighting style right now?
Yeah. Actually, watching him is really teaching me a lot that I didn't understand in the book.
Damn. How many different martial arts does the captain know?
I think we're about to find out. Makes me feel like a wimp.
Just gonna stand there? You're gonna be in a world.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Fucking what? Okay.
You're in it now.
Do I need to tag out? I
I'm not backing
think I
down.
do.
Let's go.
Sorry, Shao, but you need to...
Here we go.
Eyes
Don't
on
get
me.
cocky.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Come on now. I got
Here we
this.
go. Try this on for size.
Watch me.
Take this.
Banana neons. Okay, hi. How's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Take your best shot. Check this out.
Oh, thanks, Hugo. Good stuff.
You wanna go? Let's go.
You're in it now. Let's go. I got this. No mercy.
Right.
Eyes on me.
Where is Trickster's top hat? I need poison again.
Let's call the back.
That was not poison.
Let's see.
Don't tell me he's gonna jab the end of the blade into the cane and be like, yeah, I'll make it work. Oh no, he's just gonna dual wield.
There's something odd about this.
Yeah, not like there was anything normal about this to begin with.
Man, this guy is savage as hell.
Yeah, he's pulling out all the stops. You've got to stay on your toes, everyone.
No, Don't get cocky. Let's get it done.
I feel like this is the he's about to do something terrible stance.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
So we're gonna heal everybody up.
Let's go.
Oh, it was a counter.
I'm up.
Huh?
Going in.
Here we go.
Eh, easy kick.
Watch me.
Take this. Ass kicking time. Come on, let's go. You're done now.
It's not gonna kill, but it feels good to drop kick the dude. Oh, he has regen now. Amazing. Well, that's a way to deal with that.
Too easy, I'm afraid.
I feel the stats going up.
I'll take it.
Yes! I did it!
Moving up in the world.
Captain, what the hell have you become?
The Sawashiro I knew would never just blindly follow orders. Not even the young masters. There's no excuse in the world that could justify killing Arakawa-san!
Yes, there is. To me, the young master's orders are law. My life's purpose is to protect him.
My life's purpose was to protect Arakawa-san!
I know that. I know that all too well.
Captain.
And just so you know, I didn't kill Arakawa-san.
I thought the young master ordered you to, because of me!
He did order me to.
What?
But that was the only time I ever disobeyed one of his orders. I couldn't kill Masumi Arakawa. I can't explain it, but even as low as I've fallen, that was the one order I couldn't follow. How could I?
'Cause you couldn't put aside your respect for Arakawa-san.
Oh, you think a Yakuza can't take out his own patriarch? No, that wasn't it.
No?
The real reason was, and I've never told this to anyone, not even the young master.
So why are you telling me?
Just listen. The first time I saw Masumi Arakawa was only a short while before I swore my oath to him. I was 15. Just a dumb kid with no direction, no future.
Boy, this sounds familiar.
Back when I was getting into fights on the streets of Kamurocho. I had no money. All I had waiting for me at home was my drunk father's fists. The only people I could trust were the other guys who also had nothing. My girl was... I can't even remember her name. Anyway, we shacked up and played house, even though we didn't really think it would last. By the time she told me she was pregnant with our child, it was too late for an abortion.
What are we gonna do? We can't raise a kid. There's no way in hell.
All we could do was pray she'd have a miscarriage. We just ignored her growing stomach, going about life pretending it wasn't there. No hospital visits or anything like that. But of course, you can't ignore an actual baby. She ended up giving birth in a department store bathroom. All on her own. I was working at the time, laying asphalt as I recall.
What now?
Just pretend it didn't happen. Brush it under the rug. That's what you do with secrets. That's how we dealt with stuff our whole lives. Who was there to teach us any other way? No one. Which is why...
We're going to hell, aren't we? I know it.
Why are you saying that? Nothing happened, okay? It's chilly out. Let's go home.
No, I can't do this. I'm going back.
Are you serious? It's over. Just forget about it.
I can't. I have to go back.
Stop. We took care of it.
Let me go.
Fuck. What?
Damn it! Open, you piece of shit! Open!
Wait a minute.
That's the locker. Does he know? Why else would he try to open it?
Did he hear the baby in there? He had to, right?
This is my job.
Well, this might work out. Yeah. That guy will look after it. I don't understand. This is a gift, right? It's for the best. Really.
Hey, are you okay? Damn it! Move! Move!
So, Arakawa-san took your baby. That means... Shit! That baby was...
Masato Arakawa. The young master.
The young master... is your son?
The boss told you about that night, didn't he? New Year's Eve. His woman was being chased by the Hikawa family. They decided to hand off the baby using a locker. How could they have known that there would be another baby in the same row of lockers? What were the chances? So you see how it happened? Arakawa followed the sound of a baby's cries and pried open the locker.
Are you...
5 years later, the mother of my child was out of my life. But Masumi Arakawa... he was still in Kamurocho. With my son. Why is that? Huh? That kid. I did some research on the man. Arakawa started his own Yakuza family at a pretty young age, so he was gaining some notoriety already. I found out a lot. Like how the kid in the chair had never been able to walk. Because of severe hypothermia he'd suffered when he was born.
Enough, Masato.
Why me? Why am I the only one who can't walk? Everyone else can. It's not fair.
I heard those words, and I swear they echoed in my head for months. Even if I'd never had a son, the Yakuza path was my fate. It always had been. I've been living my life half-assed for so long.
Are you sure you want this? There's no turning back once you've sworn an oath.
I'm sure. But suddenly I saw another way. I could swear an oath to Masumi Arakawa.
Okay, then drink.
Arakawa the Assassin was his nickname then. He didn't fuck around.
I get it now. I get why you swore loyalty to Arakawa. It wasn't because he was the legendary Arakawa the Assassin. That's what drew everyone else to Arakawa. But you swore your oath to be near the young master. Does he know any of this?
I told you, this is a secret I've never told anyone before. Honestly, I thought I would take it to my grave.
Then why did you tell me?
Because there's something I want to ask you.
Me? Okay, shoot.
Didn't you notice there's one crucial detail missing from that locker story?
The other baby.
Detail.
Use your head. If Arakawa-san took my son out of the locker, then where is his real son?
Yeah, good point.
The boss said his woman's name was Akane. And before he met her, she'd been working at a soap land called Shangri-La.
No, 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 no,
Seriously?
no,
That's where I was born.
no.
So take this next part with a grain of salt. But here's my theory. On that night, New Year's Eve, Akane called Arakawa-san to tell him she was being hunted. She knew they'd find her at the maternity ward, so she left. But as soon as she did, she went into labor. She desperately needed to find a place to have her baby, where she wouldn't be found. So I think she may have gone to her old workplace, Shangri-La. And, as you just said, that's where
No, no, no. Don't you do this to me.
But that... You're making it sound like I... It can't be.
After the boss took the young master out of the locker, I saw another baby.
You did?
Move! Move!
Long after all the fuss died down, she and I just stood there. We were shocked. Our doomed child had been saved. And now we had to just move on. I have to admit I felt relieved. But I couldn't see why a Yakuza had been so desperate to save a baby. Sure, maybe he'd heard it crying. But why the desperation? And he didn't even call for help. It was such a fucking mystery. It gave me a headache. But a few minutes later, I got my answer.
Boss, is it one of these?
Yes, hurry! Open up every single one that isn't locked.
Okay, I'm on it.
they doing?
I don't know.
I hope to hell it wasn't this one. He's not here. Oh, gotcha.
Are you fucking
Boss,
serious?
Over here! I found him! You sure it's him? Wait, no. If he's still here, that can only mean the handoff didn't go as planned.
Whoa.
No.
No way. There was another baby?
What should we do? Take him to the police? No. I need to hold on to him for a while, in case Akane comes back for him.
You think she's gonna make it? She said her life was in danger.
It was at that moment I realized. The other man had taken the wrong baby.
You took the wrong baby.
After putting you in the locker, Akane's son kept running. Right up until the Hikawa family caught her. I think that while she was on the run, she told someone she could trust about her baby in the locker, just in case. I didn't recognize the two people that came to pick up the other baby. But if one of them was Jiro Kasuga, your foster father, owner of that soapland, then you're Masumi Arakawa's son.
Shut up, man. There's no way.
But isn't there? A DNA test would be a simple way to find out.
It would if Arakawa
Without a
wasn't
test,
dead.
You'll never know for sure. Or if you think I'm talking out of my ass, just walk away. Forget I told you.
Hell no. You think I'm going to just let you walk away after you killed the Seiryu clan's chairman?
Do what you will to me. I had no future then. I have no future now.
Why not?
Ryoaki told me to kill Arakawa, and I refused. He clearly already decided I was disposable when he gave me this hit. Take out a chairman? Aoki wasn't expecting me to come out of this alive. All I am to him now is a third-rate hitman. My success or failure hardly matters.
But then, I need you to answer me, Captain. If you didn't kill Arakawa-san, who did?
I don't know for sure, but maybe Lieutenant Nishioda. He's the young master's favorite peon now, since Arakawa-san is dead.
Arakawa-san's death is on Ishioda, then.
Sawashiro, I still can't let you walk away. As much as I'd like to kill you myself, you need to pay for your sins the legit way.
Pay for my sins? The legit way? That's not the way I've led my life.
그거 믿을 만한 정보 맞아? 그렇군. 혹시 또 뭐 나오면 연락해.
What's up?
I found out who gave us the tip about Chairman Hoshino being in danger. It was Sawashiro himself.
What the hell?
Why would he give himself away?
To venture a guess, I don't think Sawashiro actually wanted to kill the chairman.
What?
I believe he was hoping you would stop him, Kasuga-san. But he couldn't say that outright, because it would have been betraying Aoki. So instead, he leaked his plan to kill Chairman Hoshino, and left his fate in your hands.
But that means we failed. We didn't stop him.
Shit. You always made such impossible demands of me, Captain. God damn it!
Oh boy.
It was at that moment I realized the other man had taken the wrong baby. Then, you're Masumi Arakawa's son.
Yeah. I dreamed that it's 40 years ago. On that cold New Year's Eve night, Akane's there. And she's about to give birth to her baby. She gives birth in Shangri-La. In the dream, it's Masato who ends up being born in that soapland.
Did Arakawa-san know I was his son all along? Damn it! Why'd he... Fucking damn it!
Hey, what's going on with you, man? Everyone's worried. I am too.
Don't be. I just gotta settle something.
What? With who?
Ryo Aoki. Who else?
But how? We don't even know where he is.
Get Kume to tell me. Where is the bastard? He'll know.
Okay. My guess is he's probably giving a speech somewhere. Maybe he's at the Bleach Japan office?
Yeah, most likely the Hakuryo building. So that's where I'm going.
But really? Well, we're going too then.
That is very unlike Ichiban.
Yo, Kasuga-kun. We were just gonna call you.
They're all Ome Alliance men. Not that they'll admit it.
Are they just staring at us?
Yeah, and more of them keep showing up. I don't like this.
don't think they like us much either.
Great. Then we all want the same thing.
Hey, we're leaving! Let's just stay out of each other's way! Yo, if you want to just sit there, go for it. But I'm coming through! Nice. We're skipping right to the good part. Well, quit gawking and bring it on already! Let's do it!
Watch me.
6, but I'd be willing to bet this is a multi-part fight.
Bring it on.
Let's get nutty!
Right.
Come up!
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Let's go!
I'm not backing down.
Don't get
I know, what a crazy concept. Weak to laser? Jeez.
Come on now!
See, I'm weak to getting slapped in the face with money.
Take this.
It should happen more often. That's one way to really defeat me. It's just such a what an absolute prank to pull on me.
Let's go!
I'm not backing down.
You're in for it now.
Going in!
Oh snap! That dealt 2 damage to me. Double damage. Oh god, it's scary.
I'm getting stronger!
Strong.
Hey,
Okay.
Charging forward without having to think about it is a nice change of pace. Alright, I very much feel like this is like end game. If memory serves from everything that I've read up on this game, Chapter 14 is the last chapter in the game. You can probably expect this game on next week's schedule as well.